Hello and welcome. My name is Mark, this is Riffle Shuffle and Roll, and today I'm doing my very first episode in a throwback series. This series will feature games that are at least 10 years old and most likely out of print. Now today, I have Tipsy Tower for you. This is a very special game. Published in 1991 by Milton Bradley, this is a dexterity game, and it was the very first board game that I received as a gift. For a while there, when I was a kid, I would always get a board game of some sort for Christmas, whether it was Guess Who or Tipsy Tower. I know my sister got Hungry Hungry Hippos. That was just kind of a consistent present that we would get every year. And at the time, it was like some of the games were really hit or miss. Guess Who was a 2-player game, and I only had my sister to play with, so that worked out really well. But a game like this with Tipsy Tower, it's not a whole lot of fun with just 2 people. It's definitely more fun with 3 or 4. So it's interesting because a lot of these games I want to show you get more playing time now than they did when I got them. So this game, 30 years old. It is not in print anymore. And then there's the Tipsy Tower, this kind of mechanism of the tower that rocks has been used in at least one other game. I know there was a Winnie the Pooh game where it's a tree that rocks back and forth and you're trying to place the Winnie the Pooh characters on it. That game is also not in print. So this is only missing one piece. It's only missing one of the daredevils. It originally was packed with 24 of them and I have 23. So we have the directions. Really nice little folded pamphlet, and there's that little to the game. It's just front and back on a regular sheet of paper. Then you have all the pieces of the tower. And then you have the daredevils. I'm just going to dump them out. Now on top of the tower you have the tip and a steel ball bearing. And you'll see how that works in a little bit. You also get one die with the different colors on it. And there are a few different poses of Daredevil. Looks like there's 4. So there's 4 different poses. There was probably 6 of each pose. But like I said, I've only got 23 pieces. Now, I don't know if it was a mistake or it's a feature of the game, but all of them have a little notch, a piece of plastic that sticks out, most likely from where it was taken from the mold or separated from the other pieces. But every single Daredevil has this piece of plastic that keeps it from sitting perfectly flat. So not only does the whole tower rock, but the pieces tip back and forth too, which can affect the stability of the tower. So you've got all your different Daredevils, and to set up you would just divide the Daredevils evenly among all the players. Now with a 2-player game, it does not work. So I would suggest no more than 5 or 6 Daredevils per player, unless you get really, really good at the game. This is a challenging dexterity game. Now the rules came with 2 ways to set up the platform. There's the standard setup, which goes blue, green, purple, and yellow, or you can switch them. It goes blue, purple, green. And for some reason, when you switch the green and the purple, it really throws off the weight. I think the green must be just heavier enough to when it's on top, it really makes this thing rock. And that was another cool feature of the game, is there are varying levels of difficulty. You can make the tower super easy to work with, or you can make it incredibly difficult. So let's go ahead and go with the standard setup here. So we start with blue. And of course there might be some nails on a chalkboard style plastic on plastic screeching. And then green, especially if I have to turn the bits inside of it. There we go. And then purple. Oh. Nope. This was always kind of the worst part, was setup, because you got to get these notches in place perfectly. And the blue piece has become so worn away, the notch that locks it in place, that it slips out very easily. I think it would have made more sense for them to add a little more of a bevel here so that it doesn't come out quite so easily. And then finally yellow. Where are we at here? There. Okay, so you can see it's pretty straight. It looks like it's starting off with a little lean to my left. So then you throw the tower on top, which after your first time building it, you can store it completely together. You put the marble and the die inside the tower, and it can fall all the way down. And then you put the cap on top, and then you can put the whole thing in the box. But usually what happens is when you pull it out, it just falls apart anyways. So there's really no point in storing it like that. But keeping it stored like that does keep the plastic from wearing out. Look at that. Okay. All right. So solid construction. Okay. So yeah, we still have a bit of a mean lean to the left. So you put the marble in the bottom, and you can tell once enough weight shifts it and makes that marble move, the whole tower follows the marble. So that's part of the gameplay. Now, an easier mode of playing is to remove the marble, and you're gonna have a lot less action on the tower. We're gonna throw that in there. So in a game, you would divide up all the daredevils evenly. Now, I gotta say, the thing that really stuck with me about this game the most over the years was the commercial. I thought the commercial was hilarious, and that's probably the main selling point for the game for me when I was little. I thought the commercial was so cool and pretty funny, and I know that helped make me want the game, because I know I requested this game. I know I talked about it. I would have been 6 years old when I got it. So between the commercial and just the gameplay and the wackiness of it all, I know I was really into, or really wanting this for Christmas. So you would divide the pieces up evenly. So let's just, there's 23, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, we're good. All right, put these two back over here. So the goal is just to get all of your daredevils onto the tower. And when it's your turn, any daredevils that fall off while you're going, you have to collect. Yeah, whoever rolled the die, the last player who rolled the die has to collect. So, I mean, I guess you could be really cruel, and if you see this thing teetering, you can be real slow about taking your turn. So this is pretty cutthroat. So a player goes by rolling the die, and whatever color they roll, that's where they put the figure. And of course, that's another level of difficulty I guess you could remove. Take away the randomness of which die or which level that you put your piece on. By removing the die from game, you can play it differently. Just put it wherever you want. Next player goes. They got green. I think I'll go here. See, right off the bat, 2 fall. That's theirs. Green. So you can imagine, well, I'll show you the advanced assembly that makes it harder. Whoa. Oh gosh, green. Blue. Ooh. Purple. Oh, I'm picking all the same people. Let's try this guy. The cool breakdancer. Oh! There we go. Blue. Oh gosh, I feel like this is gonna set off a bunch. Oh wow. Green for this guy. Well, I'm doing really good. Oh, oh, oh. All but one. All right. Oh, so I get this one too. Okay, so there's the hardest setting, or the second hardest setting. So let's switch the green and the purple. Oh, come on. There. And my table cover here it's kind of an outdoor material, so it's pretty grippy. On a smooth table, this is going to be even more wobbly. All right, let's see here. Yellow. Ooh, yellow. Yellow. How did I get that 3 times? Ah, came from the same person. That doesn't matter. Green. Maybe I'm just getting better at this. Marble's moving. Blue. Huh. So I played this on the kitchen table with my wife and with this setup, and we couldn't get more than a couple put on. I think the grippiness of the oh wow, this is this is supposed to be the harder one, huh? I'm doing really well. Oh, here we go. There you go. Well, that is Tipsy Tower. Now, of course, you remove the marble and any of that super tippy reaction is just not going to happen. So, yeah, that is Tipsy Tower. I'm surprised that this has not been brought back by Hasbro. I feel like with modern improvements to the game, this is something that could be pretty fun. I mean, dexterity games are cool. People like Jenga, and there's all kinds of different versions of that. And I feel like this is more exciting than Jenga. Well, let me know what you think down below. Let me know if you had this game, and especially let me know what you thought of the commercial. And until next time, keep on playing, and I'll see you then.